performance there. But all honours for the winner.
Let's head down to Caulfield. Next event on the program is our feature event here today, the Zipping Classic, honouring an absolute warhorse who won 4 Sandown Classics back in his career. We're over the 2,400 metres, Group 2 level, weight for age conditions. And here's light infantryman who comes out of probably the superior form references in a Cox Plate and a quote McKinnon.
Yeah, well, he's an Australian Cup winner, he's a Northerly winner, he's a beauty, this guy. And what he loves is actually when it's a really genuine tempo. So that might be a concern if the tempo drops out of the race today. Ditto for Kovalica. He'd like a genuine 2,400 metres. I think he's suited there. I thought he ran really well in the Craven Plate. Forget him going around on that rain-affected track. So Chris Waller to get the best out of Kovalica, and Baby Bo Merton's in the saddle. He's in really good form at the moment. So that's Group 1 winner number 2. Here's Group 1 winner number 3. He's an old veteran, isn't he, Ben Mallam, on board.
You're talking about Smoke and Romans.
I am talking about Smoke and Romans, but Ben's taking the ride on the old veteran. What did Jamie tell me? That even I could ride Smoke and Romans. He's that laid back of a dude. So good luck to him. The Hayes boys have Alan Kerr, who's a Group 1 winner in Ireland.
Hasn't won here in Australia yet, though. 1,200 days here upon our shores and yet to win. He's overcome a lot of different issues. They've been very patient with him in nursing him back to good health. I thought he ran well in the Champion Stakes at Flemington, considering the heavy ground that he found himself with.
And the JRA Cup, I thought.
Yeah,
he ran well.
So he is knocking on the door and building to something as a good old 8-year-old. This guy in Etna Rosso, well, he has been pegged as a Cups horse going forward. He's running a St Ledger in Sydney and then a Queen Elizabeth at Flemington and drops back slightly in trip today.
Well, he's a Newcastle Cup winner. Is that the cup you're referring to?
I think they probably had bigger cups in mind.
Blinkers go on today. Berkshire Breeze is Mark Zara's ride. Mark's in really good form. Teams up with Kieran and Ma. 6th in a Bart Cummings, 4th in a Moonee Valley Cup. Save for this, I think he can run a really, really good race. He'll be right in the race at the end. Kieran Ma's got such a good hand in it. What do we do with this mare who gets to a right trip now in LL Camp?
That's the thing. She is, in terms of her 5 starts at the 2,400 metres, she's had the 2 wins and the 3 minors. Her record is just building. It's very imposing. She's a 6-year-old mare who's had the 5 wins from the 13 starts. She'll go to the lead. Craig Williams on board. Second up, 2,400 metres. There's a lot of ticks. As Jamie Mellum joins us back in the studio, we'll ask you about She's a Hustler. I mean, 6 from 10. What a great record she has. She's got to step up to the boys this time, but you think she can do it?
She does, but she's the one on the up. And I think after last start, it was a fantastic run. She was attacking the line, taking ground off my horse late. The further trip, perfect ground for her. I think she's going to be very hard to beat.
And 2,400 metres, any query at all?
I just like the way she was taking ground off me late. She was attacking the line. If she was just holding her ground, then I thought maybe the step up would be a query, but not the way she was savaging the line.
So the Zipping Classic, where are the big bets going, Quinny?
There has been late money for both LL Kent and also Etna Rosso, but the firmer is She's a Hustler. Got as low as $2.70, now a $3 chance, but good bets coming throughout the course of the day on her at various odds. There's been one bet later, $9,575 at $2.80. We had $5,000 at $2.70 and $5,000 at the current quote there of $3, Richo.
One of those sounds like an empty the account sort of stuff.
What's on the account will just go bang.
Bang, straight on it, responsibly doing that, emptying the account. 2,400 metre race here. Tell us about Light Infantryman. You did mention a comment to me that can he be a bit of a handful, this guy?
He's difficult, yes, especially early on in the prep. So he should be by now a lot more settled, but early on he can get his head up. He's a very difficult horse to hold in your hands.
He's a fierce going horse.
He is, he's fierce and he's just got a funny head carriage. But Brownie, fantastic rider, great hands, he'll be fine.
Yeah, so interesting race. Here we go. The Zipping Classic Light Infantryman. It's a roughie in the race that can run a race for Kieran Ma. For mine, his interpretation, he ran really well in the Bendigo Cup. Weight for age doesn't suit him, but it's at 80 to 1. You could have a little something small each way, or put him in your
nibble.
Put him in your trifectas and first fours. Consider it that way. Berkshire Breeze, I'm sure, will run well. One of 4 runners in the race for Kieran Ma. Chris Waller's got a couple as well. Here we go, the Zipping Classic.
Down to the post and one lap of Caulfield. The field locked away. Favourite drawn 3. Set for the Zipping Classic. And they're racing at the 2400 metres. She's a Hustler, jumped away cleanly from barrier number 3 as one of the initial leaders with Light Infantry Man, Alan Kerr, Smoke and Romans. Etna Ross is going to punch through between horses. He's a Shocker, is also darting across to try and find a position. Meanwhile, Light Infantry Man is going to lead them at the post from Smoke and Romans. And then came Alan Kerr third, getting up on the inside. She's a Hustler, holding its position, looking for the box seat. He's a Shocker's 3 deep. Etna Rossa kept it there, followed by Alel Kant's midfield. Next on the rails is Interpretation, and then came Berkshire Breeze, Braden Star. Well back is Kovalika, and then came Garachico and Last Star Vega. 1700 metres to go. The leader is Light Infantry Man, striding out a length and a half, Smoke and Romans. Third is She's a Hustler, and fourth one off the fence is Alan Kerr. A length and a half as they settle it. He's a Shocker, Etna Rosso. Then came one off the fence, Alel Kantz, as they climb the hill at the 1400 metres, and Light Infantry Man in front's pushing on here. Well back in the field, then Interpretation, who would spot the lead about 10 to 12 at this stage, and then Berkshire Breeze, Kovalika the outside of Braden Star. Garachico second last, and at the end is Star Vega. So with 1100 metres to go, the front runner is Light Infantry Man. Out clear by 2 lengths to Smoke and Romans, and then She's a Hustler the inside of Alan Kerr. 2 1/4, He's a Shocker outside of Etna Rosso. A length Alel Kantz, spotting the lead about 7. Next Interpretation, Alel Kantz getting going 3 wide at that stage to the railway side. Then Berkshire Breeze. Further back is Braden Star, Kovalika well back, and then Star Vega and Garachico. 750 metres to go. They start to pack. It's Light Infantry Man from Smoke and Romans. Alel Kantz is making an early move on the outside, and Alan Kerr's going with it. She's a Hustler's trying to respond up on the inside. Stoked up, so they're getting going towards the 550. Then Berkshire Breeze, Etna Rosso. He's a Shocker, lost its place. Kovalika passing it, and then Star Vega up around the corner. 400 to go. It's Light Infantry Man, a length Alan Kerr. Then Alel Kantz the outside, only battling. It looks beaten. She's a Hustler, got to third. Then Etna Rossa and Kovalika the outside at the 200. Light Infantry Man with Alan Kerr throwing out a threat, and She's a Hustler staying on. Light Infantry Man with 100 to go. She's a Hustler's wearing it down though. She's a Hustler up to Light Infantry Man, goes home better. She's a Hustler won the Zipping Classic from Light Infantry Man, then Etna Rosso, photo fourth. Kovalika or Alan Kerr, then Alel Kantz. Next Smoke and Romans, followed by Braden Star, Star Vega, Berkshire Breeze, Garachico. Interpretation, and He's a Shocker was one of the last to complete in the feature of the day.
Will she stay the trip? Damn straight she will. That was a super performance. She's a Hustler. Jordan Childs knew it was underneath the bonnet and is too good. Light Infantry Man, the Group 1 winner, gave it a really solid kick. He's classy. Etna Rosso runs third. Alan Kerr, another Group 1 winner, runs fourth. Jamie, the horse that you wanted to ride, has delivered here, and she ran a nice trip.
She was fantastic. It wasn't a real straightforward run too. She was bumped around, she had to wait, she had to push out. That was a very, very good win in the end.
She's a nice filly, isn't she? I say filly, of course, she's now classed as a mare, but she's only lightly raced. That's only 11 starts for 7 wins. And she's by Ace High, who was a Derby winner. She will continue to develop, and this performance will get her into some of the big races next spring.
And Graham Begg's very, very good with his mares, isn't he? He knows how to look after the good ones.
Yeah, you think of Luna Flair's a great example of that as a nice staying mare going places. M's alongside the winning trainer.
Gragra, this mare is a real revelation. She's 5 years old, and you've obviously had to take your time with her. And now she adds a Group 2 to her CV, which already did include a Group 3.
Well, the owners have been very patient, and all full credit to them. They give me free rein to run her in the races I wanted to run her in, give her the time, give her a break when we needed to give her a break. But, she's still evolving. So, like next year, very exciting. Today was going to be a big hurdle for her to be able to, work out where we're going to place her next year and how we go about it. It's all about next spring, really, with her. And she's going to be a 6-year-old. So that's what it's all about. Be able to tick that box today gets her over a lot of hurdles.
You're pointing me in the direction of a possible Caulfield Cup next year over the same trip here at Caulfield. Is that what your big pie in the sky ambitions are for her?
Well, that's right. And you've got to have the ambitions, but she's just a beauty. She's a winning machine. She's never finished further back than second in 11 starts, 7 wins. How good's that?
Stakes double for you and for Geordie as well today. You're such a great team. What do you love so much about him as a rider?
Oh, he just knows how to ride my horses, and he's got a good understanding, and we work well together. You know what, to be truthful, he wasn't really going to be riding this week because he injured his hand early in the week. He'd been out of play all week, and his hand settled down, and he was able to take his rides.
Okay, so fair to say for fans of She's a Hustler, we're not going to see her too much in the autumn. We're big geared up for the spring.
Yeah, that's right. We'll tailor something, maybe go to Brisbane, 1 or 2 runs up there, and then back down to Melbourne for the spring.
That residual Queensland fitness has a knack of finding its way into Group 1 glory in the spring. Well done.
Well, maybe the QE2 up there. Great race. Sets them up for the spring.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, Em.
Good job.
Oh, great stuff. Yeah, Queensland, here you come for She's a Hustler. And I could imagine, Jamie, she'll just get better and better.
And I think with that bit of give out of the ground, she just looks like she really relishes it. Last start and today, she looks like she just stretched out and hit the line fantastic.
So, Light Infantryman lost no admirers. Etna Rossa runs third. Alan Kerr running fourth. A terrific win to She's a Hustler. A quick break. The Festival Stakes